All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Tier List Tuesday. Today, we're going to be doing NFL teams. It's currently Tuesday. I've been on top of it. Let's get it going. Starting off with the Tennessee Titans. Solid B tier. Quarterbacks mid, wide receivers in mid, but Derrick Henry, my fantasy running back, is the GOAT. The GOAT. I love Derrick Henry. He's awesome. He's great. Dolphins, A tier. They're great this year. I feel bad for Tua. Tyreek Hill is also on my fantasy team. I love the Dolphins. The one time I've done like a full face of the franchise Madden playthrough, it was as the Dolphins. New York Jets, C tier. The only reason they're not D tier is because I have their defense as a joke in fantasy football, and it's funny. I mean, they're a funny team. Half the stuff that happens to that team shouldn't happen in any football level, like high school or anything. But it happens at a pro level, and it's just awesome. You know, it's great to watch. The Bengals, B tier. They're okay. The Browns, C tier. The quarterback situation's a little bit messed up. Amari Cooper, the greatest wide receiver to touch Dallas in the last 10 years. That's not true. Amari Cooper's great. He's on their team. They got some good running backs. Their defense is okay. Myles Garrett on their D-line. Phenomenal player. Love him. Jaguars, D tier. I don't know how they're winning games. Trevor Lawrence is not my favorite. The Lions, easy A tier. They're a phenomenal team. Unironically, they're actually really good. But they just keep losing. That's why they're not S. They would be. Vikings, B tier. I had Jay Jettas last year on my fantasy. I miss him. Dalvin Cook's alright. Their defense is alright. They're alright. Solid middle of the pack tier. Tampa Bay would be A tier, but I hate Tom Brady. San Francisco 49ers. I don't think there's one redeemable quality about this team. There's literally no good. Their quarterback is terrible. They have maybe one good wide receiver. I mean, Debo's okay. George Kittle's pretty trash at the tight end. I don't even know the name of their running back. Their entire defense is terrible. They're a poverty franchise. I mean, anyone who likes the 49ers doesn't have a heart in my eyes. I mean, they're soulless. It's depressing if you're a 49ers fan. Falcons, above the 49ers. Ravens, B tier. Lamar's really good. Their defense is okay. There's not much else I can say there. They're just they're an okay franchise. Chicago Bears, I really like the Chicago Bears. I'm going to put them high in B tier. I think they're on the up and up. I really think they're going to be great someday. And someday soon, probably within the next 2 years, they're going to have a winning season and maybe even do something with it. But until then, they're pretty bad. First S tier of the video, Dallas Cowboys. Cooper Rush is the greatest quarterback in the NFL right now. CeeDee Lamb is the greatest wide receiver in the NFL right now. We have the number 1 and 2 running backs with Ezekiel Elliott and Tony Pollard. The number 1 defense. Number 1 tight end. Number 1 O-line. I mean, they're just the best team. You can't argue with it. They lost one game on a fluke, accident. Dak was hurting. Whatever. It doesn't even matter. We got Cooper the GOAT Rush now. I mean, it's big time Rush. Let's go. Houston Texans, C tier. They're above the 49ers. No, they're D tier, but above the 49ers. I hate the 49ers. Indianapolis Colts are pretty terrible. They're just not good. It's kind of all I can say. They don't show much promise. They play pretty bad. They just don't. They're not. No bueno. Rams are B tier, top of B. Cooper Rush. No, Cooper Rush is the Dallas GOAT. What's his name? Number 10. Wide receiver. I forget. Matt Stafford. He's great. Their defense is pretty strong. Aaron Donald, arguably the best defensive player of all time. They got a real strong roster. I just don't like them, honestly. I don't like how they play. They're not very explosive to watch. They play clean football, and that's kind of it. Not super energetic. The Chargers, the better of the LA teams, are energetic. Justin Herbert is a freak on the field. I love him. I've watched him since college. He is awesome. I love Mike Williams. He is actually really good. Austin Eckler is great. Their defense is actually totally underrated. They're super fun to watch. They're exciting. I feel bad because Justin Herbert's hurt, but once Justin Herbert is fine, I think this team is one of the best. The Raiders are going to be in C tier. They started the year pretty bad, 0-3, the only team. But they're on the up and up. I think they got a few more wins in them this year. I don't think they're done yet. The Washington football team, it's Commanders now. They're C tier. They're not very good. They're pretty bad. Kansas City Chiefs, low A. Pat Mahomes is incredible. Travis Kelce, also incredible. If they had Tyreek, they were the best team in the NFL. They just were. Saints, high C. They're okay. Yeah, there's not much else. The Giants are somehow winning games. Saquon's back. Saquon did pretty well week 1 and 2. Daniel Jones is pretty good. Danny Dimes. I love that guy. Their wide receiver core is a little iffy. Their defense is it's okay. Yeah. I hate to do this as a Cowboys fan, but the Eagles are good this year. They're the only team that's 4-0 right now. The only reason they're not S tier is because they're flaws. They're not flaws. Frauds. They're frauds. Fraudulent players. By week 6, when Dallas plays the Eagles, they will lose. They're going to lose either this week or next week, week 5 or 6. And there's no way around it. I mean, they're a good team, no doubt, but they're not good enough. Especially against Cooper Rush, there's no way. The Steelers, low B. They can't figure out the quarterback situation, and it's really pulling them down. Their defense was really good, now it's just okay. The Broncos, middle B. They're good. Russell Wilson is not cooking like he used to in Seattle. I feel bad for a lot of those fans who thought he'd be a phenomenal player when he really just hasn't shown all that. It's just okay. Green Bay, for the first time in a while, I think it's not that good. Aaron Rodgers is kind of losing his spark to me. I just don't like him as much anymore. I think Devontae Adams was really a killer wide receiver, and without him, it's not the same team. The Carolina Panthers are pretty bad. They're pretty bad. I love Baker Mayfield, I do, but he just can't do enough. Cardinals B tier. Kyler Murray got off Call of Duty and actually played football, he'd be pretty good, but for now, they're just okay. Buffalo Bills are the best team in football. Despite what I said about Dallas, statistically and realistically being the best team, the Bills are just outstanding. They're phenomenal. They're exciting to watch. Josh Allen, my fantasy quarterback, is, I honestly think, the best player in football right now. He is awesome. It's just such an exciting year for the Buffalo Bills. It's been exciting for the last few years. I think it's finally time for them to get one. After the 4 losses in a row in the 90s, definitely, I think, the year of the Bulls. Bulls. Seahawks. I mean, they're okay. Worse than, better than Green Bay. DK Metcalf is awesome. He's on my fantasy team. Other than that, they're okay. Geno Smith is actually way better than he should be. Yeah, that's pretty much. Patriots, they're just not very good. Mac Jones got hurt. Bill Belichick is losing his mind slowly but surely. It's just not looking good. These top 2 are the Super Bowl. Unfortunately, I do think the Bills are going to lose to Dallas. It's our year. But other than that, it's a pretty good list. Yeah, pretty good list. Alright, outro time. Thank you guys for watching. It was a good week this week. I'm going to make sure to upload on time again. Make sure to like, subscribe, leave a comment. I always love reading y'all's comments. I'll try to respond if you leave some sort of interesting remark. Until next time.